Hey soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we're taking a look at what secret is Spirit revealing to you today. It's pertaining to something that you are now ready to know about. And before I begin introducing each pile to you, please note that you can pick your piles using your zodiac signs, and you can allow Spirit to even pick your pile for you. If these are options that you're interested in, you will find the timestamp for them down in the description box, which will take you straight to the parts of the introduction where you can either pick your piles using your zodiac signs or allowing Spirit to pick your pile for you. Otherwise, let me introduce each pile to you. For pile number 1, this is your Justice card, and your crystal is the beautiful white Howlite. For pile number 2, this is the Justice card, your Justice card, and your crystal is the beautiful red Jasper. And for pile number 3, this is your Justice card, and your crystal is the beautiful yellow Aventurine. So take a look at which one of these 3 piles you're the most drawn to, and this will be the pile for you here today. As I always advise you guys, in case you feel drawn to more than one pile, maybe even all of the piles, trust your intuition. It is there to take you to the messages you're meant to hear. Perhaps the different piles will be expanding on one idea, or maybe there are different things that you're meant to know about today that Spirit is revealing to you. So trust your intuition, let it lead the way. And once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box for each pile, which will take you straight to your readings. And please note that in the next section of the introduction, I will be shuffling your zodiac signs, assigning different signs to each pile. If this is something that you're interested in, please stick around. If not, please pause the video and take as much time as you need. But if you prefer to pick your piles using your signs, then my dear soul family, welcome. This part of the introduction has been created specifically for you so that you can do just that. And in a moment after the shuffling, I will be drawing out 4 signs for each pile. Okay, so let's get straight into it. For pile number 1, these will be the signs. For pile number 2, these will be the signs. And for pile number 3, these will be the signs. All right, let's take a look at what we have. For pile 1, the signs are Pisces, Sagittarius, Cancer, as well as Scorpio. For pile number 2, the signs are Leo, Aries, Virgo, as well as Taurus. And the signs for pile number 3 are Capricorn, Libra, Aquarius, as well as Gemini. So, my dear soul family, these are the zodiac signs and their association to each of the piles in today's reading. Please feel free to pick your pile or piles using your sun, moon, or rising. I highly recommend you check out the 3 based on the suggestions of astrologers. But if you prefer to pick your pile using any other placement in your chart, please feel free to do that. And once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box, which will take you straight to your readings. And please note that in the next section of the introduction, Spirit will be picking your pile for you. If this is something that you're interested in, please stick around. If not, please pause the video and take as much time as you need. If you prefer for Spirit to pick your pile, welcome. This part of the introduction has been created specifically for you so that you can do just that. And as you may know, I assign a different tarot card to each pile based on the numerology of the major arcana of the cards. And so the Magician, hold on one second, there we go. The Magician will be presenting pile number 1, the High Priestess pile number 2, and the Empress pile number 3. And what I like to do is simply shuffle them around until I miss pulling a card or passing on a card, and then I will know that this is your chosen pile. So, my dear soul family, I'm getting better at this every day. What secret is Spirit revealing to you today? Something that you, there we go, are now ready to know. So, my dear soul family, your chosen pile for today's reading is pile number 1. Right. So these were the different ways in which you can pick your pile in today's reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed them and that they brought you the clarity that you need to find your pile. Once you're ready, as you know, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your timestamps and I will see you in your readings. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at what secret is Spirit revealing to you today. It is regarding something that you are now ready to know. Right, so these are the decks that I'll be using for your reading. Actually, this one moved. I'm going to take this one. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, you'll find that I always list them below for you guys. But very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful white Howlite. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Pisces, Sagittarius, Cancer, as well as Scorpio. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. All right, let's find out what's going on. What are you ready to know about? My dear pile number 1. Very, very excited. Right, so you've got the Enneagram Fear under the category of sin. And the keywords are being afraid, anxiety, worry, dread, scared, as well as apprehension. Okay. You've got Yoga Pretzel. I did ask you about this card recently. I'm so happy I did. I did read a lot of your comments and I think I formed my idea regarding this card. So you've got the Yoga Pretzel, my idea as per the ideas you gave me. So thank you a lot for this, guys. All right. And you've got the story, a denied mother, with the keywords denial, truth, as well as acceptance. And you've got the card artist, designer, Picasso, performer, oil painting, gallery opening, art collection, and so on. Okay. Let's take a look at your tarot cards. So, you've got the Seven of Swords. Five of Wands. Hey, I can totally fit a card here, can't I? Yeah, cool. So you've got the Emperor. Amazing. Seven of Swords, Five of Wands, Temperance, Three of Cups. Wonderful. Okay, and you've got the Knight of Pentacles. Do we have space for one more? We definitely do. Whoops. And you've got the Fool card. All right. So what am I seeing? Give me a minute to look at the cards. Perhaps we can start with the story. It could give us a great jump start to the secret, a denied mother. Is a story from the Philippines, and the story is: the Sultan once owned a dog that mysteriously gave birth to 3 human daughters. The Sultan took the girls in as his own. Okay, hold on. The Sultan once owned a dog. Oh, right. That mysteriously gave birth to 3 human daughters. The Sultan took the girls in as his own and married them away when they came of age. When the Sultan died, the dog sought out her daughters, only to be faced with rejection and denial. The 2 eldest daughters were ashamed of being born from her, but the youngest accepted her mother without shame. With each passing day, the daughter's piety and love healed the dog and transformed her into a human. This card's theme is to remind us not to forget where we came from. Just as the youngest daughter showed compassion and acceptance for her mother's true self, you are encouraged to treat what you may consider unseemly in your past with empathy. By acknowledging your roots and embracing your experiences, you can foster healthy self-acceptance and understanding. Wow, very deep story. How can that relate to what we're looking at? Secret that Spirit is revealing to you today. Look, guys, I'm seeing a very interesting story, and we're gonna unravel it together. So I want you to keep an open mind as you're listening to the story and how it fits in your life. But there seems to be, with the Emperor here, something hidden, right? 7 of Swords, some either cheating or hiding something. This Emperor could represent either your father, great-grandfather, could represent your manager or CEO, someone who had authority over you, had or has authority over you. And it looks like the secret, it's a very interesting secret. It seems like there is some hidden facts that are keeping people who are supposed to be working together against each other. So in this 5 of Wands, we see the ancient Indian story of the Pandavas and the Kauravas, who are cousins, but suddenly found themselves at war with each other, fighting over who takes power. So you can see here that what this father figure, this person of authority, has hidden, has led to war between teams, war between family members, something like that here. It seems like what was hidden here, it could be as simple as trying to repaint a picture because someone is ashamed of something. They could be ashamed of their roots. They could be ashamed of someone finding out about something that would ruin their reputation and their great image. And thus, this authoritative person, whether this is a manager or a father figure, has worked hard, nearly perfected the art of repainting a story, right? And so very soon, you might not exactly find yourself on the right team. Maybe none is the right team, but what the reading is showing you here, that you might initially feel flabbergasted, if not even afraid, of the realizations and the truth that is coming out with regards to this situation. This could even be like the truth of industries, the truth of countries, who knows? We don't know. But you will instantly be flabbergasted and you might even feel fear. The reading is showing that not everyone involved is entirely right, but the story begins by someone in power hiding something. And so you might find yourself with the yoga pretzel here thinking that you are on the right spiritual path or on the right side. You might have thought that you were on the right side only to find that it's way more complicated. Maybe there is no right side. And that's what the reading is suggesting here. With the yoga pretzel, you could feel like you were doing the right thing, but were you? Because with the yoga pretzel, some of the comments that I read that I really liked is that someone could think that they're doing yoga, but their mind is so knotted that they're not in the moment. So it looks like they're doing the right thing, but they may not really be in it, right? So here, I am seeing you're guided to not continue doing the same mistake that others were doing, because with the Five of Wands here fighting, it seems each side has already believed in a story. Each side has already fully become angry and blinded to their story, and they're fighting. And while there may be, with the Pandavas and the Kauravas, there may be a side that could have been treated unfairly, because here we've got, of course, Krishna protecting one side over the other during that particular war. Doesn't mean that one is right over the other. I'm just reading intuitively here, not not pinpointing anything about the story, but I'm just saying that there could be one side that is in fact was mistreated, but it reached a point where it's simply become one side against the other, and the truth is being lost. And so you're guided here in order to be balanced, because that's what you're guided to be here, in order to release the fear and start anew and not be affected by this whole situation, at least karmically, and even in your world, in your real life. You're guided to stand in the middle where the truth lies. And middle doesn't have to be like straight up in the middle. It could be like somewhere in between. Let's call it the in between. It could be near you, but you have to adjust some ideas in order to be in the right place. Or it could be far from you, for the truth that you know, and you have to adjust, but not entirely, right? And you have to be somewhere where the truth actually is. And to do that, to successfully be able to do that, and we'll get into more details, of course, with this revelation that you will be hearing, but for now, let's just follow the cards. You are guided to not be ashamed of some things, because sometimes when the truth comes out and we could hear parts of the story where our side may not be entirely right, we could be afraid of losing our rights. And so we could like push it away, go and say, no, that's not the truth, that's not right. And thus we fall forever victims of fighting each other. There is something about your side, it seems, where it could make you and others of the same team, of the same family, who knows where this is, ashamed. And you're guided to harbor, don't be ashamed of anything. You're guided to own it and say, yes, we were wrong there, that's absolutely wrong. That does not take away from the fact that that's wrong and that needs to be adjusted. But yes, if that's wrong, then it's wrong. Or maybe it's something that is not wrong at all, caused this person to be ashamed, and maybe the shame needs to stop. Maybe there's nothing to be ashamed of. And you're in that case guided to own it and be your true authentic self and say, yes, this is who I am, or this is who we are, we're not ashamed of it. Something like that is very clear in your reading, because it will make you and the people in your team, in your family, with the Three of Cups, celebrate the win with the Three of Cups. You'll be able to finally, maybe after a long, long time of secrets and fighting and people coming against each other, perhaps there's unity with the Three of Cups here, finally celebrating, finally coming together, and not having to pay for what our previous generations have done and paid for. At some point with the new generations here, maybe it's not their story anymore. Maybe they don't care about the old shame, the old stories, the old fighting. They don't care. In fact, they could be friends. So maybe the cousins, for example, weren't friends, but the children of the cousins, they really don't care about the stories of who told Aunt Susie your coffee didn't taste good. They don't care about all of this. And they are able to come together in love again. So it seems like things are going to work out, especially if more and more people, and something about you particular, especially if you as a light being, you are able to stand in your light and say, yes, of course, I'm not ashamed of that. I own that. Something about this will ripple such strong vibration that will be the cause, believe it or not. It's sometimes hard to think that something can be changed because of one person. But in reality, in terms of frequency, it absolutely can. And so you coming into what's the word? Into acceptance with that and owning what's not right will bring things together energetically. You'll be surprised soon that you're together, friends, with the side that we learned to be against. So if this is your work, for example, maybe the technical team is always at war with the marketing team, and people forgot that this is a company that can work together and bring great results. Like, people forgot that it's for the good of everyone. So maybe the newer teams, the newer team members, or some team members, and you're one of them, who could say, yeah, we own the mistakes in the technical team, or yeah, we own the mistakes in the marketing team. But that means that this has to adjust, and this on this side, this has to adjust, and we can work better for a better future together. So there's a great revival of energy here, whether this is in your family or whether this is in your work. And you can see that slowly but surely, with this amicability and lovely relationship, slowly but surely, with the Knight of Pentacles, it tells a story of a great new beginning. And I see that you both will be meeting halfway, the two sides. Because here, with the Fool card, we've got Ariel, the mermaid. And so sometimes her lover in part of the story would swim. Sometimes she'd come out. I know what you're going to say, but I'm just reading it intuitively. I'm just seeing, and it doesn't matter who goes far more, right? Because maybe one side is going to be moving far more towards the other than one. But I'm seeing that there's amicability, there's love, and there is readjustment from both sides, whether it's a little bit or a lot, in order for everyone to find the middle ground, or the in-between, that is the right place to be. Yeah. So new generation, new story, new harmony that's happening here. So I want to ask two questions with regards to this revelation. First of all, can we get more information about the story that was rewritten and repainted, so that maybe you're able to identify more what this is, and the story about how everyone's coming together here? That has nothing to do with authority. It's the regular family members, regular team members, Yeah, something like these could be the brothers and the sisters. Who knows? Okay, so let's take a look at more in details regarding the story itself. So you've got the Star card, the Death card, Justice card. Wow, 3 major arcana. This is a big story. We're not looking at something small at all here. The Moon, are you kidding me? All major arcana? Wow. Well, what's the story? Someone legally changed something here. So it's a story of someone who was living the dream, living in a blessing. Everything was actually looking bright and good. And suddenly, there is a skeleton in the closet here that ended everything. A huge secret that ended this dream world. Someone had a secret, or someone had a shadow, a big shadow. Someone had some bad intentions. Someone wanted something from this beautiful blessing. Something like that. Someone had a big secret and they wanted to keep power, maybe. We don't know. But it's because of this, someone did something wrong that they wanted to hide. Perhaps some betrayal maybe happened. Someone was about to expose something that they shouldn't. Something happened here. And so with the Death card, it led someone in authority to end things abruptly. End this beautiful era with the Star card. And so they readjusted either the laws, or they maybe used the laws to their favor to legally rewrite something or claim something or take something, causing some darkness with the Moon card. Causing darkness, sudden darkness, with a lot of secret, a new era full of secrets with the Moon card. Full of secrets, full of things going on behind the scene that maybe not many were able to see. Although with the Moon, some could sense, absolutely sense, but maybe couldn't be proven. So here, this person used either their authority to their favor, or used the laws and the regulations to their favor in order to acclaim something that maybe wasn't theirs. The interesting thing is that you are way on your route to discovering the truth once again. What was once hidden, maybe for many years, is now coming to the surface, is now resurfacing. So let's see. My apologies. Let's see what's about to happen here. So we got more details about this particular authoritative figure that has hidden something, and how you're well on the way of discovering that maybe you were living in some form of bliss, or maybe you were on the side that was treated unfairly. Either or. In any case, you're about to discover some things. If you're on the side that was, you're on the wrong side and was enjoying the bliss, you're being asked to find, each side is meant to find the in-between and come together. Right, we don't need to waste time there. So what's about to happen? The steps that are about to happen between the different members. Queen of Pentacles, gotta be careful here with the YouTube rules. Right, so Queen of Pentacles, the High Priestess, and the Three of Swords. The secrets are going to be one by one up next in your life revealed, and it's gonna grab everybody's attention. I say that because this particular high priestess is the 1001 Arabian Nights, where the girl that was captured by the king in order to escape her fate of being what's the word called, killed like everyone else, she would entertain the king with a story, and she would not finish it in order for the king to wait for the rest of the story the next day and the next day and the next day for 1001 nights. So all I'm trying to say is that it seems like up next in your life, you won't be able to close your eyes, because metaphorically speaking, everyone, not just you, everyone in your company, in your industry, wherever this is, there's going to be little bits of revelations, one after the other, after the other, after the other, and it's going to be such a hot topic in the either in the family, in the company, wherever this is. And it's going to reveal so many stories that has happened throughout maybe many years. Truth is coming out. High priestess, what's hidden is being told, retold story. Yeah. And through the storytelling for you, you're going to discover how there are so many achievements and things that you'll be proud of. And at other times, it will hurt you to realize how others, particularly you or your side or the other side, how they have sacrificed a lot of themselves in order to either help or do something good or to survive the pain. Yeah. As everyone hears about the truth of the good things versus the painful things, the high priestess shows us the two pillars of the light and the shadow. I see that through these stories and through simply the truth, especially through owning the wrong and owning the good, it's naturally, slowly but surely, going to bring people together where they collaborate and become consistent together. And slowly but surely, it will lead to a new beginning where people not meet exactly halfway, but meet somewhere in between that is the correct place to be, for things to work fairly and in the right way for everyone. And also, this is saying that in this collaboration, it will be so beautiful because you will see so many others, including yourself, taking solid actions that you will be proud of, but also doing the necessary sacrifices in order to take care of others for the greater good. Because that's the story of this particular Three of Swords, of how the crane would take feathers from herself without her husband knowing, because she was helping her beloved husband, just like he one day helped save her, to make ends meet, for them both to become rich. But yeah, I'm seeing there will be some sacrifices that will be happily and lovingly made. There will be some action points that will be taken that everyone's going to be proud of. And slowly but surely, the sides are going to come together again. And it will be very funny but sad that this whole situation has happened entirely because someone was merely ashamed of something. They were hiding a huge skeleton. And you can't blame them for being ashamed. I wish everyone was healed, but it looks like they were very afraid of the revelation of the secret. Maybe our day and age is kinder when it comes to revelation of secrets. Who knows? I don't know. But yeah, it's just that they were mortified and they had to repaint the story. That's how they viewed it. Yeah, we could say it's funny, but maybe it was very hard for this person to open up, right? But yeah, that's basically, it seems, what I'm seeing exactly in your cards. And yeah, very soon you'll find your mind not able to wrap things around. See, between mistrust and trust, it's like you're gonna question, what should I trust anymore? What is going on? But you'll also be relieved of knowing what the truth is and harboring the shadow that maybe many others couldn't harbor before. You as a light being, I see you harboring that shadow as well as influencing others to harbor it as well. And things are about to change, my dear pile number one. And this is exactly what I see in your reading in terms of what secret is Spirit revealing to you today, one that you are now ready to know. And my dear pile number one, this was your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number one, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number two. Welcome to your reading. Today we're taking a look at what secret is Spirit revealing to you. Got two cards here today, which is something that you are now ready to know. Can't wait to get into your reading. These are the decks that I'll be using. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, as always, you'll find that I list them below for you guys in the description box. But very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful red Jasper. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Leo, Aries, Virgo, as well as Taurus. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. All right, so without further ado, let's get straight into it and take a look at your oracle cards first. So you've got Ghosting Guru. Okay. You've got, how about we place this story here? Yeah, we can do that. Definitely can do that. So you've got the story of kindness and consequences. Ooh, very interesting. Haven't read that one before. Let's check it out together. So the keywords are altruism, retribution, as well as sincerity. Can you see your card? If I push this one up, you can definitely see everything. Right. Your Enneagram is anesthesia under the category of defense mechanism. And the keywords are self-disconnection, insensitivity, numbness, obscuration, stupefaction. Let me check what stupefaction means. Self-forgetfulness. All right. Right. So it means unable to think or feel properly. All right. So you've got and evil rule. How interesting. Okay. This looks like it's getting deeper. And you've got sports. All right. Very interesting. Let's take a look at your tarot cards. So you've got the Nine of Swords. These look like heavy secrets for sure. Okay. The King of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. Looks like it's going backwards from the King to the Ace. Eight of Swords. The Hanged Man with perspective. The Ten of Wands. What are we seeing? Something about evil rule and forgetting with anesthesia, forgetting. And the more you forget, the more stuck you are. So what's going on here? Forget what? Right, let's take a look at the story. That looks like it's gonna be a juicy reading. Right, kindness and consequences. Kindness. Maybe you're forgetting by time what a person has done to you. Maybe you keep forgiving them. Right, kindness and consequences. Right, it's a story from Vietnam. Page 49. There we go. So the story is, a dragon disguised itself as an elderly and filthy woman to test the sincerity of a village. Only a mother and a daughter treated the dragon with compassion, and they alone were warned to flee, as the dragon intended to flood the village for their sins. The kind mother begged for a chance to save the villagers and was given husks of rice and a bag of ash. When the flood engulfed the village, the husks of rice turned into boats, allowing her to save lives. Their home, protected by the scattered ashes, became an island on Babe Lake. This card teaches that true compassion is more than just lip service. It should be acted upon when we see those in need, regardless of their appearance or circumstances. The flood warns of the consequences of only going through the motions of devotion, emphasizing that mere thoughts hold no merit without sincere intention. The mother's empathy prompts us to examine the authenticity of our actions, for selfless deeds yield true grace. Are you practicing the compassion that you preach? If not, take heed. Whoa, this is getting deeper. Wow. Well, where do we begin here? Well, I just want to highlight the fact that tarot readings are for entertainment purposes only. And yeah, I'm going to share the story that I see in the cards. I'm seeing something about the end of evil rule. Evil rule quickly coming to an end. But it looks like a massive change in perspective, and some actions will be needed for that to happen. But it's nonetheless coming to an end. I am seeing whether this evil rule is something on a bigger scale or even on a very small scale. Like maybe this is representing someone in your life who is acting in an evil way, trying to control and rule the office, rule the house in an evil way, or wherever this is. I am seeing that this person that you might be visibly seeing as the evil person. The secret here is that this isn't the big head. The big head seems to be someone with ghosting guru that you may not even know about. Like, for example, if this is your manager, they have like it's the decisions of the CEO or the shareholders or someone higher up that you don't know about. And perhaps it is this person applying, right? So one of the big secrets here with ghosting guru is that there is someone high up, just like the dragon who's flooding here, who is in charge of this evil rule. Something about their capability of making you forget what they've done or what happened constantly. They're able with anesthesia to make you forget. Part of the secrets you will learn about from this CEO or whoever this person is, like they ghosting and gaslighting, there is some level of gaslighting here and forgetfulness. Yeah, like you might find the whole company forgetting that they were not given their pay well or something. There's forgetfulness. There is fear, evoking fear. There is something about this person's secret techniques of keeping you running, constantly on the run, constantly afraid, forgetting what happened. By time with the embodiment of Pentacles to the Ace of Pentacles, first thing I notice is reduction in the resources that you have. All these are keeping you stuck, which, if you think about it, are common techniques that in general people with evil power tend to have. So this could be someone in your life, this could be someone ruling your work or something like that. And so it seems like you're meant to know today not just about the fact that there is higher up, but the reason it's being revealed to you today is because Spirit is letting you know that you do have power within this mass chaos. And that this Nine of Swords is what? Is the mind, playing games with the mind. It's the mind making you experience fear. It's not really fear, it's evoke of fear. And so, just like the story showed us here, even when there is a dragon and it's going to flood everything, the mere fact that the mother here asked if she could save others actually granted her the space to save others. You'd think that the dragon would say no. That was the surprising part that I felt when I was reading the story. I don't know the full story, we just read a summary, but I at least intuitively get an understanding. Yeah, let's go back here. Get an understanding that you are guided to shift your perspective from feeling stuck, like there's nothing in your hands to do, which is the Hanged Man, to realizing that you are in fact a free soul, and there is so much in your hands that you can do. Maybe it's heavy to do it. 10 of Wands, it could be heavy to speak up, heavy to take action, heavy to ask for savior. I don't know. It could feel heavy, a lot of heaviness with the 10 of Wands, but you're guided, or you are being led to know, or not being led, what's the word? You're being enlightened to know that you do have power. And if you do speak up and talk about it, or if you do something about it, you will find that even the baddest of the baddest cannot refuse this power to you. That's what I'm seeing in your cards here. That you do have more power, which means that you do have more power than you think you do, although you're feeling stuck, which is with the Eight of Swords, again, it's the mind. It's you thinking that you're stuck when your cards are showing that it's a matter of perspective and you aren't actually stuck. So the reason you're being given the secret is because you seem to be one of the lucky ones, just like the story is showing, who may not get affected by this evil power in a grand scale, at least, and that you are one of the ones who will be saved, whether in your family, in your work, whatever this is. And you're being guided to be bold, to be bold, to think about others when you're being saved. Because your mind, and only your mind, will be the only thing convincing you that you are powerless. When in reality, Spirit is showing you that you have more power than you understand and believe in this situation. Yeah. And so you're guided to speak up. You, at least, just like the story teaches us, at least you are guided to have the intention to help. And not postponing the intention, kind of like, oh, one day I'm going to help. No, to actively have the intention to help, so that when the opportunity arises, you do speak about it, or you do take action regarding it. Like, have the full intention to help whenever possible, because it seems like you're a light being who is chosen by Spirit to help. And so you have more power than you think. Will it be heavy? I guess with the Ten of Wands, it's going to be very heavy, maybe as an emotion or as an action to take, but no one can prevent you from granting you the capability of helping. Okay, so let's see, once all of these secrets arise, you're guided to move, to be strong, because you're a strong being who can use their power to quickly act. And so what are you guided to do? So first of all, let's check what your limiting beliefs are and how they're untrue. And then let's check what the actions are that you are guided to take. So very, very interesting. What are your limiting beliefs? Ace of Cups. You're, with the Ace of Cups, a gentle being, a loving, gentle being. Maybe you're very, I don't want to say the wrong thing. I want to say the right thing. Who's not used to this type of brutality. Yeah, it's too dark for you, right? Such a loving being with the Ace of Cups and the Otter. Five of Wands. But just as you are a high vibrational loving being, you do have some form of strength and ruthlessness to you. You are exactly the form of person that one would say, don't take their kindness for granted, or don't underestimate them for their kindness. That is definitely the archetype here. You are fearless and strong and ruthless when it is time to face others. Maybe even you surprise yourself. But in general, you choose to be in your loving, high frequency vibration. The Sun. Wow, Nine of Cups, the golden egg. There's something about you in this reading. You come across as a very unique person, a very unique soul. Golden light, the sun, a light being for sure. Someone who definitely with the golden eggs here, someone who definitely stands out, is different in all the amazing ways, fortunate ways. Nine of Cups. Also, you seem to be a person who's a dream come true to others with the Nine of Cups. You are emotionally fulfilling to others. Beautiful soul for sure. High vibrational soul in this pile. Yeah. Two of Pentacles. Right, so let's get into it. Answer the question. The limiting beliefs. How am I expected to answer limiting belief cards with such positive cards like that? Like, what? What are your limiting beliefs? The duality with the Two of Pentacles. Perhaps you're super focused on the positive. Nine of Cups, the Sun card, the Ace of Cups. And it's a wonderful thing. Don't get me wrong. It's a wonderful thing to stay in a high vibration. You're doing the right thing. And when needed with the Five of Wands to face something, you always get up and face it. But it seems like it's not your regular state. And so with duality here, it shows that there always has to be a balance. Perhaps you are guided to get into this path because it is the path of light for you to help others, because maybe you forgot about the other side of you with duality, the other fierce side. It seems like you lean too much into one and you're quite uncomfortable with the other fierce side of yourself. It's not like you don't have it. You absolutely do. But there isn't a balance here with the Two of Pentacles. You're too leaned in to the positive, beautiful side. And as you know, with duality, both are energies from source. Finding the right balance in how to harbor both is the right, I don't want to say the right, but is the best way to go into understanding who we really are, what our powers are, and how to become vibrate in higher frequency. So the reason Spirit seems to have chosen you, and you might be going, no, Spirit, don't pick me. Just kidding, or maybe you're very happy. But here, I feel like maybe you don't want to lean into, with the Five of Wands, into this fierce side. And I believe that you being one of the chosen ones to, first of all, be out of this situation, chosen to be out of this chaos, you will have a role in saving others, and that will help bring you into balance with the Two of Pentacles and find the balance between your light and dark side, which are all sides of source. Find the true balance between both, because it seems with the golden egg here that you have a gift within you. There's something particularly very special about you that even you will not know about or unlock until you find your balance and be able to be comfortable by your other side of the self and being ruthless. So yeah, you may not really prefer to lean into that side, but my dear pile number 2, the secret is being revealed to you, because up next you will be leaning into the side and you will be surprising yourself with the amount of strength that you already know you have, but to what extent to what extent you have. So that's probably why you are afraid, and it answered the question very well. And stuck is like, that's not me. I don't want to get into that. I want to be in my loving vibration, but really you're more ruthless than you know. Yeah, you know, but you're even more ruthless than you know how much you are. Okay, so what actions are you exactly guided to take in this situation? Like, let's say in your company, you won't be, for example, laid off, or you will be paid well while others aren't, or you will be treated super fairly and super well while others aren't. So what are you guided to do with this gift exactly? The Magician. The hands are free now. Do you see? The hands are free. The Two of Wands. Seeing. Maybe seeing what others have forgotten. Something about you with the seeing here. Maybe many have forgotten, but with the Two of Wands, maybe you haven't forgotten, or at least you can see clearly. Do you see the focus? You can see things clearly. You have the ability to see things clearly. Okay? The Tower. The Two of Cups. I got you. So sweet. Pinky promise. I got you. And the Spirit of Cups, the Queen of Cups. So what are you guided to do? First of all, before we take a look at the actual actions, there seems to be an insistence on the first thing that you're guided to do is to realize that you are not as stuck as you think you are, and to realize that this fear is evoked, this gaslighting is evoked by this person or these people, and it's not, in fact, the things you're afraid of are not, in fact, true in reality. And that you're not just as stuck as you think you are, you're not stuck at all, it seems, specifically for you, my dear pile number one. Next, there's something about seeing through the lies. You're not part of the ones who forgot what these people have done. So maybe you remember, like you're able to see, like if everyone's saying, oh, the company doesn't mean it, they will be paying us back once they get their profits or anything. You are, for in that example, one of the people who can remember things like, well, didn't they get these profits? Remember when they got it and they didn't give it to us? Remember when we put in so much effort in hopes that we would be rewarded and no one said thank you the next day? Do you remember this? Like you're able to see through the lies. It looks like a black hole here, and you can see right through it. Yeah, you can see through the lies here. So what are you guided to do then? Oh my God, I'll have to cover this card. It might not go with the YouTube rules. And you're simply guided to be watchful. I don't know why, but this is your guidance. First of all, you have to understand that it's fully in your hands. You've got all the tools and the resources. Spirit has provided you with all the tools and the resources you need and with regards to the situation and the secrets coming out regarding it. So you don't need to worry. Second of all, you're guided to be watchful and focused with the Two of Wands. Continue to be guideful and watchful and focused. And that will let you always know what to do. Once things go down with the Tower card, you will have the ability to be bold and save others by merely setting the intention now that when something happens with regarding to the situation, just setting the intention and knowing that you can do something. When the time comes, you will see a lot of things happening, progressing with regards to this particular situation. You can see through the gaslighting. And once this does happen, you will have the power to help others. Use that power. It is through the power of love with the Two of Cups. It might sound like, what right now, but maybe it's going to make sense then. Use the power of your love. Your strength will come from your empathy, from what you already have as strong. Your strength can come into full power, and that's the balance. Your strength can come into full force from a place of love. And you will be surprised with just how much you can do and how much power is in your hands, as always, is in your hands to do from that place. You will find that a lot of the ideas that you have were just induced, they're not true, and that you have more power than you think, even asking power. And you will be able to save so many others and start a new wonderful life with the Queen of Cups. It will be the beginning, the precipice of a new wonderful life, a new wonderful world. So for now, you're guided to train your mind into the understanding. That's the action you need to take, into the understanding that you do have power. Maybe you want to journal about the situation and see how you have power within it. And then you're guided to continue to be watchful, because there's more gaslighting here. See the gas. And so continue to see right through it. When the time comes, you will have that power and the mental capability, which seems to be the heaviness here in the Ten of Wands, to be able to pick people. If you do it, like if you think about it from a place of fear, it's heavy. If you think about it from a place of love, it's easy. You can do it with your pinky, metaphorically speaking. You will be able to do it easily, just like the story shows. And yeah, continue to see and never forget who you are, your capabilities, the truth about everything. And you're very soon on the precipice of a wonderful life. That's exactly what I see. Like once you save the situation, you will start living the life, is exactly what I'm seeing in your reading. I wish you the best of luck, and for Spirit to pick you like that, wow. You really are in this pile, for sure, the golden egg. There is, look out for a great gift that you will uncover about yourself and who you really are as you find your balance. And my dear pile number 2, this is exactly what I see in your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 2, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at a secret that Spirit is revealing to you today. It is something that you are now ready to know. And, thanks. To do this reading, these are the decks that I'll be using. I'm very excited. I can't wait to see, thanks, what the secret is. But very quickly, these are the decks that I'll be using. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, you'll find that I always list them below for you guys. Let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful yellow Aventurine. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Capricorn, Libra, Aquarius, as well as Gemini. Welcome to your reading, guys. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. All right, without further ado, let's get straight into it. I can't wait to see what this is. Pile 1 and pile 2 were super interesting. So let's see what we have in this pile. You've got Zoom meeting survivor. Okay. Right. You've got rats. And you've got find way home. Yellow brick road, Odysseus, lost, new beginning, amnesia. Funny, pile number 2 had a factor of amnesia as well. like the factor of, yeah, forgetfulness or something. Right, so you've got the story of the cunning monkey with the keywords malicious, manipulation, as well as comeuppance, like come up with something, comeuppance. Let me check. Not at all. So it means a punishment or fate that someone deserves. Interesting new word. All right, comeuppance. How's it pronounced? Yeah, just like that. Okay, right. So let's check out your Enneagram. You've got, oh, we gotta be careful with this card. Right, so we've got amorality with the under the category of collective plague, and the keywords are bad inclination, crushing, other, pretending, lack of values, money extortion, as well as immediate profit. Gosh, right. So there's definitely a lot of corruption going on here. There we go. Yeah, a lot of, it's like with the rats, they come in large numbers. It seems like suddenly a lot of, I want to say filth, metaphorically speaking, is just gonna come out. A lot of bad behavior. Yeah, a lot of corruption, bad behavior is really gonna spread out in the open. It's like opening a storage room that people haven't opened in 20 years, and once you open it, all these rats come out and you're like, ah! So yeah, that's how much corruption I see that's about to be out in the open. My God, yikes. Well, let's take a look at your tarot cards. I did shuffle that, right? And let's see what you have here. You've got the Fool card, but the Fool is well informed now with the Hierophant. The Fool's no longer a fool. A fool no more. And you've got the Seven of Pentacles in the background of the Seven of Swords. Right. Seven of Swords, the background is cheating, stealing, lying. It's that same idea. You've got the Eight of Wands in the background of the Eight of Swords. Something was held onto so tightly for so long with the Eight of Wands is vram, suddenly gonna come out. Do you see? Whoa, whoa, whoa. You've got the Nine of Cups. You've got the Five of Swords in the background of the Five of Cups. My God. Yeah, a lot of hidden pains and bullying and such. Gosh. I don't know what's up here, but my dear pile number 3, I'm very sorry about what you're about to hear. Yikes. Well, what can I tell you? Let's see. You've got the Three of Wands. Yeah, let's stop there. Wow. I did not expect all this energy when asking a question like that. Well, you're meant to know about it right now, obviously. So let's take a breather and take it bit by bit. Let's begin with the cunning monkey story. So the cunning monkey is a story from Thailand. Page 40. Wow. It's like opening the Pandora's box with this reading. My goodness. Right, let's take a look. I guess you're meant to know about this. So, this cautionary tale revolves around a cunning but malicious monkey who thrived on deceit and manipulation. Right, that's like as if it wasn't enough. Exactly. Thrived on, where were we? Deceit and manipulation. After tricking a woman out of all of her freshly fried fish cakes, the monkey's schemes backfired. A pack of dogs, attracted by the scent of the fish cakes, attack the monkey, proving that what comes up will always inevitably come down. This card illustrates, yeah, there's the dogs here. Yeah. This card illustrates how deceit and manipulation can be seemingly beneficial, but are ultimately self-destructive. Embrace kindness, honesty, and humility. They'll not only prevent trouble, but foster lasting rewards. This story urges you to consider your actions carefully. Short-term gains garnered from cunning may blind you to the potential consequences of your actions. Instead, prioritize integrity and empathy in your dealings as they pave the way for a more prosperous future. My God, this is the time of expose here. Someone in your life that you know has been keeping a lot of secrets, maybe even keeping it on their computer. Just an intuitive understanding. I could be wrong, but they have been it seems like they're corrupted in every way. They lack values, this particular person that's showing up in your reading. And they couldn't get away with, just so you know, they couldn't get away with whatever they've gotten away with had they not been dealing with someone who, with the Fool card, who is naive. This is not in any way, shape, or form to call you off. This is to empower you, because we are all naive to things that we don't know. So it's not like here to shame you. This is here to empower you. This is here to let you know that this cunning person is not so smart after all. The only reason that they were able to be that smart is because you weren't informed about to what extent they can cross the line, and to what extent they can lack values, and to what extent they would have bad moral standards. So this is not here to call you off. This is here to empower you by letting you know that this is simply not the person's cunning or their smartness, whoever this is. This is you being not informed. From now on, from this reading and from what you're about to find out, there's like an evolution of who you are, my dear pile number 3. And once you have this information, now that you hold the key, no one will be able to do what this person has done to you or the collective, because there's the collective here in this 3 of Wands. It gives me an understanding that's not just happened to you, but there's also 3 people signifying the 3 of Cups. It seems like you may have been among those lied to and taken from, stealing. With the Zoom meeting survivor, perhaps you're going to learn about these lies from your phone, from a meeting, an actual meeting. Could be a business meeting where someone just spills the tea. It could be from like watching something, someone sending you a video of something corrupted happening. I don't know. But it could possibly be that you will see through your screen something like a message, an email, a picture, a video, something like that. And the truth is going to come out in large numbers. You're not just going to get to know a piece of the truth or some of it. You're going to get to know all of it. All of a sudden, the door is going to open and bam, everything is out. Ooh. I gotta fix this. Sorry, I'm back. Right. So yeah, it looks like it's happening to the collective, and it seems like everyone, at least you, are going to be very informed moving forward, and whatever happened can't happen anymore. I feel like this sort of power, or this person, not power necessarily, but this person who was fooling the collective or some people, or maybe just you, use the strategy of love bombing. So here you can say, oh, you're my girl, you're my guy, you're my people. yeah, romanticizing everything with the Nine of Cups, I feel, when really their intentions and their mind is all on is all against you and against others, with the Five of Swords in the background of the Five of Cups. Yeah, bullying, and it doesn't matter if it's going to disappoint and hurt others. It doesn't matter how much others are going to lose. Most important is that they win. It looks like, speaking of this card, it looks like, do you see all the dogs in the story? The shadow of the dogs. Dogs represent throat chakra, protection and throat chakra. So it looks like this person's suddenly going to be embarrassed by the loud voices. A lot of people are going to be, perhaps that's how you're going to find out about it. A lot of people are going to embarrass them. They're going to start saying, uh, oh, remember this, you did that, yeah, showing pictures, perhaps even showing videos. This person in your life is going to be wildly embarrassed and exposed. It says the yellow brick road, which of course is of reference to the Wizard of Oz, this fictional path that leads to the Emerald City. Which is like the symbol of success, happiness, self-discovery, and so on. In the context of your reading, I feel like they have led you and others into a particular path, a particular promise, it seems. Maybe in the context of your reading, this is like promised path that would lead you to things that you will love, but may not lead you to anywhere. Maybe over promises, some lies here. Some lies. And with amnesia, this person lied so much that many have forgotten about their past lies. If you connect the dots, you would, yeah, collect the dots. Seven of Pentacles is over time. Seven of Swords is lies. If you connect the dots over time, which is perhaps what's happening here, then it would really show. Yeah, it looks like it's what's happening here. And again, you've got dog, stray dog. So there's going to be some loud noises. You did this, you did that. You promised us a path and it's not leading to anywhere. You promised something like that. Wow. And it's going to happen suddenly, looking at the Eight of Wands in the background of the Eight of Swords. This person has held on tight for so long onto these secrets, and suddenly, bam, they're all out. They're all connected. Every piece is connected and is shown in the open, to a point where this person can't lie or deny it anymore. So I see a massive exposing happening. Zoom meeting survivor, I feel like perhaps everyone's going to be watching, like everyone, for example, in your company, everyone in your family, whoever, wherever this is in your friend group, is going to be watching their phone and going, whoa. Maybe this money extortion, maybe this immediate profit, maybe this is expose of companies or something, or a company that was corrupt, right? Suddenly all of the secrets, and they're going to get caught with the lies. And obviously this company, this person, whoever this is, had an effect on you and the people around you. Maybe they stole money from you, or stole opportunities, or stole some form of resources from you, and kept you romanticizing about everything, almost drunk, not aware of what they're doing. because of the way they made it sound good, made it feel good. Wow. Right. So I guess let's see how it affects you. This is perhaps why the reading, your spirit wants to reveal the secret to you. That's obviously about to be revealed in your real life very soon. You're meant to know about it. You're ready to know about it. So how is that particularly affecting you listening to this reading in your life? The Empress. And we've got the figure from the Death card and the Empress. The Death card is something dying, while the Empress is something super abundant. Perhaps this person, this thing has convinced you that you are in the energy of lack when everything is abundant. Like, for example, if this is someone's spouse, for example, or someone who's the caretaker of the family, they could be saying things like, oh, we don't have money, I can't take care of your health or your food or anything because we don't have money, when this person could be living in abundance, or maybe even they're living off, in that case with the Empress, your abundance somehow. Maybe they've taken your money and claiming that there is no money. Something like that here. Since it's affecting you, there is something about death when it's full of life with the Empress, full of life. So the dichotomy of claiming, oh, if I had it, I would have done this to you, I would have done this for you, I would have done this, when in reality it's there. Yeah, something like that. So that's how it's affecting your life. Perhaps the naivety or the misinformation here is you going along, yeah, if there was this sort of abundance, then I would be better, but I am sacrificing because these resources aren't there. Something like that. Ace of Pentacles, we're asking about how it's affecting your life. It's affecting directly your pay, it seems. So the Ace of Pentacles is affecting, it keeps coming off as the money, the resources that you have or could have. The opportunities as well with the Ace of Pentacles. Oh, something about what you should have. That's the Four of Pentacles. That's what you should have, where you only have a little bit of it and this person is taking most of it. Oh. Yeah, so something about what you could have, like it's lack, you can only have a little bit, that's what we have, that's what we can pay you in the company, but there's something about the company doing so well, for example. Yeah. So that's how it's directly affecting you, my dear pile number 3. Right. Why are you ready to know about this now? Like, why couldn't you know about this before? 10 of Wands and the 10 of Cups. It would have been very heavy to hear about this before. Maybe because of particularly the responsibilities that you were carrying, where you were in life, it wasn't going to be easy. Whereas now, in the background of the 10 of Cups, I feel like you're more than ready. Perhaps you will land on your feet. Maybe nothing can happen to you at all. If I look at the 10 of Cups, it means nothing can happen to you at this point in time. You're ready to know it because whereas before it would have been so heavy for you to hear it and having to deal with the consequences maybe, or maybe find another job or something. But now with the 10 of Cups, it can't affect you at all. In fact, it could be great news and great relief for you. 8 of Cups and the 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like now is a good time because you can leave with the background of the 8 of Cups. And when you do leave, or when you walk away from this person or something, or when you give them their back or whatever, you abandon them, whatever, you will have so many opportunities in your life at this point of time that you will be okay and abundant. You'll be fine. Queen of Swords. I feel like also truth and justice is by your side now. Maybe the laws have changed and they support you. Maybe the regulations now are by your side. Maybe your position puts you on the right side of the law somehow, or the regulations. And thus, that's also another reason why you're ready to receive this information. Whereas before, you may not have had all of these things by your side, and you would have been lost, maybe, like suffering for no reason. Yeah, suffering for no reason. There was nothing you could do about it before, and now you're ready because you're fully equipped to deal with it completely. You're not in a weak position, and you can, everything is by your side here, making sure it's regulated. Lovely. Wow, very eye-opening, this reading. Okay, so let's ask, when things are exposed, how is it directly affecting your life, my dear pile number 3? Whoa! You've got the Ten of Pentacles in the background of the Ten of Swords. There's something about the money and the resources here. Because this being exposed means that you are moving from the energy of enduring a lot of pain, unnecessarily it seems, due to you not being in the knowing, to you being abundant with the Ten of Pentacles, having a lot of money that more than you can fathom, like more than you thought you could have. I can see your dog sitting there going, are you okay? So there's something about you being able to take care of yourself, take care of your pets, be abundant. And it's almost like you're unconscious, because in a good way, because you can't believe it. You're like, oh, this is all mine. There's something about that here. I mean, joking aside, there's something about that here. You understanding just how much you're supposed to have. It will blow your mind. That's why this is important. And that's the direct effect on whatever is happening on your life. Any other effects? Page of Wands. You regaining your power. You're no longer naive with the Sun figure. In the Page of Wands, you start knowing your rights. You start feeling empowered. You start living the positive life that you deserve to live. Yeah. Definitely feeling empowered. Yeah. No longer being mocked or lied to. Right, and you've got the Seven of Wands in the background of the Seven of Pentacles. This does not mean that it's all going to be sunny and bright. In many ways, it's going to be. But it means that it's going to take time, because that's the background of the Seven of Pentacles. It's going to now take time to overcome the many challenges this person has caused in your life. So while you may be blessed with good resources right away, it's gonna take time to build something, rebuild maybe something, with the Seven of Wands in the background of the Seven of Pentacles. Overcome the challenges that this person has caused, rebuilding something in the right way. Yeah, so you'll be patient, but this time in the knowing that something is working out properly for you. Anything else? Yay! Just good news for you and everyone. It's good news for the lies to be exposed. I believe that's the second time. It's unbelievable you're reading. The good news for you finally is that it's good to know how you were lied to. It's good to know, it's good to have the bad guy or the bad person exposed. It's good to know that everyone's liberated, because everyone was in like sort of tombs here. Everyone's liberated. Everyone feels good to have their rights back. Wow, who's this person? Who's this person? Justice. This is someone who's in a position of power and is, for one reason or the other, because of their power, able to create rules, regulations, maybe even laws, who knows. Yeah, things like that. They have the say. They put sad. They even put the laws, maybe the laws of the house, the laws of the company. Yeah, they rule with power, with fierce power, but they pretend like they're doing it with love. That's what I am seeing here. So find way home. You're going back to your rights, your natural state, to feeling safe, to feeling loved, protected. It's really gonna be great. Wow. Like, for example, if this is a company, it's a company that rules the market, maybe has a monopoly over the market, puts the market rules so that it favors them, and so on. I think you know, yeah, it looks like, hey, I'm creating these products for you to be good, but really what they want is power. They are using their power of connections, power of rules, power of whatever they can use to make things work for them. Right. So finally, do you have any guidance with regards to this as it's being exposed, or maybe now? What is your guidance? I'll just pull out 3 cards as your guidance to this whole situation. But I feel like your reading is almost saying sit back and relax. All this information is about to be exposed, but maybe I'm wrong. It's just my impression. Let's wait and see. Yeah, it's basically that. Learn back, learn back. What is it? I forgot the word now. Lean back, rest, and relax. You will learn everything in your place. Like, just relax. No need to do anything really. 3 of Swords and the 3 of Cups. Yeah, don't bring pain onto the other victims. It's time to unite. Yeah, it's time to share love and unite. It's not the time to like blame each other or hate each other. It's time for unity, not hate. Oof, the transformation. That's the angel from the Lover's card. There's a lot of love coming up as that corrupt person is the end of the reign. See the crown here? End of the reign of this corrupt person, and the beginning of a new era of love and unity. Yeah. Just know, be informed that there's massive transformation happening. And my dear pile number 3, this is exactly what I see in your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. This was like very juicy. And I'm glad you're getting your rights back. This is the most important thing. And if you've enjoyed your reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 3, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye.